Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Reaction has been coming in across the world to the news that the US has killed the leader of Al-Qaeda, Ayman al-Zawahiri, in a drone strike in Afghanistan. Footage taken on Sunday shows smoke rising from a building in Kabul's Sherpur district, where the strike was said to have killed al-Zawahiri. These pictures have since emerged of the compound where it was thought he was living in. Al-Zawahiri was an Egyptian doctor who was imprisoned in the 1980s for involvement in radical Islam before settling in Afghanistan, where he joined forces with Osama bin Laden. He was indicted in the US for his role in the August 1998 bombings of the US embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, which killed 224 people and wounded thousands of others. He and bin Laden jointly masterminded the attacks on the Twin Towers, and he became Al-Qaeda leader after the killing of bin Laden a decade later.
My fellow Americans, on Saturday, at my direction, the United States successfully concluded an airstrike in Kabul, Afghanistan, that killed the emir of Al-Qaeda, Ayman al-Zawahiri. Now, justice has been delivered, and this terrorist leader is no more. That no matter how long it takes, no matter where you hide, if you are a threat to our people, the United States will find you and take you out.
Taiwan is bracing for a potential show of force from China as the US House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, is set to arrive late on Tuesday. Her visit, which is not backed by the White House, would be the first by such a senior US official in decades. Pelosi, here meeting members of Malaysia's parliament in Kuala Lumpur earlier, is the third highest ranking official in the US government and a long-time critic of Beijing.
We can see
China's envoy to the United Nations said that the visit would undermine China-US relations, describing it as provocative. Turkey says that the first ship carrying Ukrainian grain to world markets is expected to anchor at Istanbul on Tuesday night. At a briefing held at the JCC, General Özkan Altunbudak said the course of the ship was going as planned. On Monday, the first shipment of Ukrainian grain departed from the port of Odessa via the Sierra Leone-flagged ship Razoni, marking the first time in months that Kyiv has transported its goods to purchasing nations. BP has reported massive profits for the 3 months to June after oil and gas prices soared. The energy giant saw underlying profits hit $8.45 billion, more than triple the amount it made at the same time last year. The figure is the second highest in the firm's history and takes its half-year profits to $14.6 billion. It comes on the day typical household energy bills have been forecast to hit more than £3,600 a year this winter. Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo has said the payment of reparations to Africans for the damage caused by the slave trade centuries ago is long overdue. In a series of tweets, he reiterated a speech he made at a summit on reparations and racial healing that laid out the case for money to be paid to the continent. He said it is time for Africa, 20 million of whose sons and daughters had their freedoms curtailed and sold into slavery, also to receive reparations. Lawyers defending a US basketball star held in detention in Russia say their client hopes she'll be coming home soon. Brittany Griner was arrested at a Moscow airport in February when vape cartridges containing cannabis oil, which is illegal in Russia, were found in her luggage. A few months later, the sports star pleaded guilty to drug-related charges, although she said she didn't intend to break any rules. The US claims she's being wrongfully detained. And finally, Chilean authorities have started investigating a mysterious sinkhole about 25 meters in diameter that appeared over the weekend in a mining area in the north of the country. Chilean media showed aerial images of the sinkhole on land operated by a Canadian copper mine about 665 kilometers north of the capital Santiago. The National Service of Geology and Mining became aware of the sinkhole and have sent specialist personnel to the area. The statement added there is a distance of nearly 200 meters to the bottom and that no materials have been detected there. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.